Hey, it's Ruffian, and today I'm going to be reviewing Shiloh, which is the third release in Breyer's Stablemate Club. So as you can see, it comes in the same blue bag as all of the other horses, but because Shiloh is kind of on a stretched out mold, he doesn't fit in the bag very well, and I will show you that in a second. So this is Shiloh. He's on the G4 Dressage Stablemate mold, and like all of the horses on this mold, he's really tippy, so I'm going to try not to touch him a lot during this review. Shiloh is a glossy Tobiano skewbald, I guess. So he could be pretty much anything. He could be anything from like an American Warmblood to a Dutch Warmblood if you have documentation, or even just a Pinto sport horse. So I think he's going to do fairly well in the show ring, but I'm not going to a show until October, so I can't really tell you how well he's going to do in shows until then. He's glossy, just like Sylvester, the previous release, and he looks really nice in a gloss. It really brings out the rich chestnut color in his markings. So this is Shiloh from the other side. He's really tippy and he didn't want to stand facing this way, so I would just be very, very careful of that if you decide to get him or if you already have him. His paint job was done fairly well, however, there are a few black marks in his white markings, just like many of the horses that Breyer has released with white markings. However, his mapping is done really cleanly and there aren't any smudges in his markings. And this is Shiloh from the front. He has a blaze down his face, and it's actually really clean. There are no marks in it, there are no smudges, and as you can see, he's kind of tilting slightly, but all of the horses on this mold do that, and that's why they're really prone to tipping. It's because he only really has 2 feet on the ground. And the third one is just the tip of his hoof. It took me a while to get him to stand facing the camera like this. I don't know if it's because I have an uneven floor, or if maybe one of his feet are crooked, because I know sometimes that happens with this mold too. But overall, I'm very happy with Shiloh. I mean, as you guys know, I really like glossies, so I was probably gonna like him no matter what. And I do really like this mold. I have several horses on this mold, and I am thinking of conga-ing this mold. However, the only downside is that it's really tippy. I don't want to have them all fall off my shelf. This is a horse that you would definitely, if you're using it as a shelf model, you want to get some sort of stand for him, or even just lay him down so that he doesn't fall. So yeah, that was my review of Shiloh. If you guys like this review, be sure to click the like button, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I make new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and leave a comment below saying what you think of Shiloh, and I will see all of you next week.
Yeah.